All right, well, they've abandoned their minimalism. In fact, this area is exponential. Started with a pair, then it got to 2 pairs, now it's up to 4 pairs. So, yeah, this actually has been an exponential increase, hasn't it? So if I grab 2 of them like this, we're trapped. We can't go anywhere besides directly into a question mark, but the question mark will then be loaded with purple, and that means you can't escape. But I can't just drop off the purple here. Or I can actually drop purple then orange. If I go through on this side, if I go this way, I can't get to the purple in time, because if I go through here, then this will become purple, and then orange won't be able to jump in that one. But I can't loop that way. If it came in from this side, you could get orange first, then purple, which makes them easy to deliver, but you'd have to go through portals, because otherwise, without going through the portals, you wouldn't be able to exit. And if that's the case, maybe I should go through this portal. Or is it valid to go this way? I can grab these 2. Purple then orange, purple then orange. Sure. Let's try it from the bottom so I can have an opening. Then I can grab these 2, orange then purple, orange then purple. And the question is just, how do I get to these 2 to go in there? If I go this way, we draw orange first. So it's orange then purple, which makes it easy to turn them in. But then I have no exit. The only way to exit at that point is to leave through this side. And I can't reach that side. But maybe this is the stage where we ignore portals? But if you go from this side, you get purple then orange, which means that they'd go into the houses in the wrong order. I'm not convinced that there's a workable solution for this. I might have an entire design that doesn't work at this point. Let's maybe rewind for a while. So I got purple delivered, got orange delivered. If we come out on this side, we can go orange then purple, orange then purple. Orange then purple. Orange then purple. And similarly, we're going to be trapped here. Purple, orange. Orange, purple. Where would I go to form my exit at this point? Huh. That doesn't match up with my current setup. You going through here. This doesn't work anyway. I did this is purple orange, purple orange. So me trying to solve it backwards mixed it up in my head anyway. So this is not a workable solution. Is it the order? It also might be that the... I'm not entirely sure that pairing them is always the answer. It'd be very hard not to, though. No, it's impossible. Almost impossible. As far as I can tell, the last two, the two on the right, have to be taken in pairs. And that's because whenever you go over there, the only way to pick them up is like this, or like this. You can't just pick up one of them and leave, because then you can't do the curve that's involved in getting the other one and leaving. The only exception I can see is that you could do that at the beginning to grab a purple, then you would still be leaving enough space to potentially do a curve if you somehow have an exit available. But even then, I don't know if it's ideal. I think there's a decent chance the solution involves delivering them a pair at a time. Well, if you run with the assumption that there's a right side, we could try that. Try and exit through there. That was doing this. Or I was dropping you off there, then dropping you off there. It might be best then to... This might be the last one we do, because this is a clean exit. I might be able to use these throughways to do something. Purple. Orange, purple, orange. So it'll be orange in the first car, purple in the second car. So that can work as an exit. Might want to take the portal at that point, though. That gives me a clean approach of orange, purple, orange, purple. Orange, purple, orange, purple. Attached to my endpoint. Unless I made a weird miscount or a backwards thing, that should be the solution? Please? Yes. Alright. I had this nice structure in mind where I was going to have one episode per letter. It's going to be Nova A, Nova B, Nova C, Nova D as like the episode sequence. But then B was so short that that can't have its own episode, and C was also much shorter than A, I think. So there goes that idea. Anyway. D. Okay, so no, they're not all gonna be question mark boxes. Now we're mixing greens with portals. Oh boy. Oh boy. Purple. 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 I lose. I only have one car, of course. Let's come up with a path for the green. So maybe the portal? That seems like a bad idea. Well, then maybe greenhouse, green dude. Can I make the purple part work based on this restriction? I'm gonna say no. There's no way to get this guy to go down here and then leave via anywhere. Although I could Just approach differently? No. Yes? Because I could then come back through this portal. No. Looked promising for a second there, but there's no way to make this happen in the first place. Now it's all cut off. Unless I can go with a different spot on this portal. I'm coming out of the right. I could come out of the bottom. That doesn't help at all. Because then I'm opening up the idea of going to the right, but then that's just a dead end. And also my brain is melting. Because trying to... sometimes I can edit midway through the process of building something, but that's really hard to do when the portals are involved, because I start losing track of where stuff is even going. Let's just reboot. Okay, just start off by delivering you. Then you. Then you, and then we lose because there's no exit. I really planned that one really well. There's no way to... That idea can't be salvaged. That idea can't be salvaged, because I can go the other way around. But not really, because I still have to loop all the way around to get those in the first place. There's no way to reach the exit at that point. Part of me is just trying to figure out if which approach is smartest for a lot of the stuff. I can't do this because if I go down here and touch purple, it's cut off. Because if green's gonna escape, they have to touch this. And they can't be done at that point. So switching one with the other is not the best idea. We cut some duration off of this, not duration, length, just getting out of that territory a little bit. I never grabbed purple. What do I think I'm accomplishing right now? If I don't have purple, then well, everything's pointless. What has happened so far? Oh, right, we're at the stage where you have been delivered to here, and then my goal is to come up and get purple. And that's the problem. Purple. I'm like shutting down a little bit trying to do this one. So I was thinking there might be a way to zigzag very carefully that uses not that much space where I can deliver purple and then deliver green. But I would have had to deliver purple before this, the first one. While also having the ability to leave through that right side. So I don't like the idea of this back road thing because it blocks off this portal, so I can't escape via that with green. And I still think that's going to be necessary ultimately. Mainly because how the hell do you deliver this to there without making the level inaccessible, basically, in the process? It might be pointless to even try to deliver opposite ones to opposite ones, because that just leads to me making this shape, but via the portal, basically. I ultimately just start up here, I go from here to this portal, then there to that, then here to there, and there to there. Like, that's still ultimately the same thing as just making this shape, but in a messier way. But it doesn't actually help me solve it. That just makes me feel more doomed. Well, one thing I do know is the green has to be last because we have one car. I have to be making an assumption that's false then. The one thing I keep coming back to is still this early approach to the beginning. Simply due to the fact that it sticks to the wall, so it's arguably space efficient, although it doesn't really feel like it is. But I don't feel like I'm going to be making a return trip back to the beginning of the level. That almost never works space-wise. Do I want to take purple down to here, and green down to here. Wait, I have an exit. What the what? Wait, what changed? Oh, that's like the same thing I tried to do a second ago. And I just did it, and it worked this time. Something must have just been off by one square somewhere, or like I was using a portal in a specific direction as opposed to what I just did. I felt like I was just retreading the same thought process I already did, but then it worked, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? I was like troubleshooting, and I ended up just doing it instead. Alright, that works for me, I guess. Unless it doesn't. Please don't blindside me with the reason why this didn't work. Come on. Yeah, this should work fine. That was a weird feeling. That was a weird feeling to just realize the level was solved while I was just like, being like, here's the thing that doesn't work. And then it worked. I'm like, what? How? First of all, how was I messing up before? But also, how was I that close without noticing? Although I always, I guess you kind of get over the feeling of being close to solutions in this game because you're always close. It feels like, except for that one time. A3 was a nightmare level. There is no like, oh man, I've almost got it, really. That was just like, you had to dissect it for a while. So we still have one car, because screw us, right? I would think orange here. Followed by orange here. I don't know. Pick up the green, but go this way? So there's still an exit? No, that doesn't work as an exit. The problem here is if I have that green already, so delivering them here, you have no way to grab that green and leave. But I don't think a different portal direction is going to help that. So even if you take this one, you can deliver him, but then you get cut off by this part where it automatically latches on, meaning you can't get up there. Because there's enough open space that you go do and deliver that just fine, but we're basically off by one square. I wonder if it ultimately comes down then to the idea of rotating my portal directions a little bit. Like back here. What if I went through this side? Could have gone through the right back here. Which means that here, afterwards, when I've picked up this green, I can then go through the top to then deliver you like I was planning. Alright, that's either a nice clean solution or I have lost track of something and failed it. Got it. Alright, Nova D3, how bad is this gonna get? What? Oh, there's greens up there. I'm like, is this a two-person level and is this empty? How the hell is this gonna work? I thought that I thought it was just the two purples for a second there. I'm like, why do I have this much open space? I felt uncomfortable immediately. Okay. So what I'm seeing in this level is that you can you have two purples, which you have to deliver, and you have the greens to deal with, but you cannot deliver the purples first. And that's because if you came in here, in order to deliver a purple, you have to reach the corner, then turn. So you can't just pick up the two purples and deliver them, and then try to make other round trips for the greens, which seems kind of reasonable because there's pairs of greens here. You're going to be delivering a green and a purple together, because of the way that turning works in this game. The other green has to be delivered separately. Maybe two greens? No, you're not going to be delivering greens in pairs, because that cuts off the purple. So yeah, it's a purple and a green pair, and a purple and a green pair, and then the other two greens are delivered at some point. Maybe first, maybe in the middle, maybe last. It's the three permutations we've had to deal with. It's also literally just the entire breadth of possibilities, but I mean, it's my checklist of ideas to consider. Meanwhile, you can pick up the greens separately, because you can curve like this to pick them both up, or you can curve like that just to pick up one of them at first. There's no way to do this without picking up both of them, because if you just pick up one of them like that, then the other one's cut off forever. But you can pick up the outside one first and then come by to swoop them up like this later to pick up the other one. But some portals are going to be involved, because if I somehow did that, it'd be a little hard to drop off the other one. This one's going to have a lot of possibilities. They gave me a lot of open space for a reason. Oh shit. Let's start off with something stupid and find out why it's stupid. Pick up one. At least the question marks are gone. This one would be purple in the first seat. I mean, that makes basically no sense to make an approach that way. Purple in the first seat again, with orange in the purple. I'm so used to saying orange now. Green in the second seat. We can deliver this green, go through the portal. No, we can't. Also, why am I even going for purple green at that point? Because I was like routing towards delivering the solo green, but I was grabbing the pair. Oh boy. We could be at this one for a while. We go green, green, deliver one green, pick up a purple, drop them both off, and that's all three of those resolved. It's kind of nice and clean and presentable and happy. So I can't wait to find out why it doesn't work. Oops. Pick up the other purple. Pick up one green. Purple, green. Green. What? This is so clean. Does that work? I thought... I don't know where I made a mistake, and maybe I didn't, but that was such an easy solution, seemingly. And that messes with me because it's the third letter, and those are usually harder. Did that work? Of course, you stupid person. I forgot about the germ. I just straight up just didn't even use the germ in my logic. The mess part. Wow. Yeah, that was a motive. See, for those of you at home, that was a case of dramatic irony, because you knew something that I didn't know about how stupid I was, and how it wasn't going to work. Yeah, that was really stupid. That was really stupid. I just momentarily lapsed on something that I was literally just thinking about a moment ago, with the whole, like, germ thing, and I just forgot for a moment. It was like, oh, I know the solution. I was like, how did I do that so fast? Man, this level shape messes with me. They intentionally gave us that little hump there on purpose too, that little piece of outside border that sticks in for a second, just so you can specifically approach these guys from two directions safely. And it's all nice and symmetrical. But symmetry is always our trap in this level, because in this game, because true symmetry would be this side reversed, so that's rotational symmetry. But it's just it's just normal symmetry instead, which is a problem for us because that's not how the levels are solved because of the loopy nature of how you move. I mean, whatever you do, you can't do that, which is the first thing I just tried to do a moment ago and failed. And I don't know how I got that dumb for a second. Almost certainly have to grab one purple first. We can pick up a green, drop them both off. Deliver the other green, perhaps? As risky as that is. Oh, and it is risky. Have you spotted the mistake yet? I picked up a green first, which means it would poison the other one that used to be purple first. Once I do purple first at the beginning, I have to stay with purple first. You could do green first, but you'd have to go through a portal or something to get to it, because you'd have to swoop in from this side, because otherwise you have to pick up two greens. So purple first seems ideal, but it limits us. Because for example, if I go here and pick up a purple first, then the green, then I don't have an exit suddenly, and my previous plan doesn't work anymore. Not unless I can go around. Nothing about this works. Nothing about what I'm doing right now is a good plan. I was trying to make the purple thing fit the strategy, but the whole thing about that zigzag I was just trying to do was just to fill in the last one and clean that up real quick, and that's just made impossible by the fact that purple's in the first slot. This becomes a problem for a lot of reasons. If I try to grab this purple for the purposes of grabbing somebody over here and taking them over here, I have to go sweeping down. And the problem is, I can't use this portal then to come back out this direction, but also I can't, like, come back and swoop down with this guy later. Like, there's only one way through. So it almost might be that it's just a mistake to take the purple through the opposite side. Or maybe I just need to get the green from the other side. Maybe the purple and green both have to come from the same side. Where does this go if I go this way? All right, we'd be picking up a green in the first slot, which means that we can't deliver him. Or we won't be able to, I mean, we won't be able to pick up purple later. So I think this minor reconfiguration over here didn't actually fix anything for me later. Ultimately, I still can't deliver the green. Okay, then. Nope. That's just not happening. Could go back to original plan, which is that whenever I see two of these together, I just go through them. Let's see. This is 3 wide, 3 wide. I have to do a little curl here, but I can leave one space open around the portal if I just avoid the portal at the beginning here. That's purple-green, so we can turn in purple-green. Then what? We can come for the other purple. That'd be picking up purple-green again. But then would I be delivering it via here? Now that guy's completely cut off. Whereas if I pick up this one, we still get in trouble. So now I can't go back for the other green. I can't come back. What if it doesn't matter? Yeah, getting a little mixed up here. It might not matter that I can't come back. If I deliver the green now, while it's in the second rank, I can go back for the other green. Then deliver purple-green. There we go. I was too gung-ho about pairing them when I don't have to. That might be it. Or I may have made a dumb mistake again. Oh, there's the dumb mistake. Alright, well. That's what I was going for. So purple's in the front seat. And I think I maintained that all the way around. Purple in the front seat. Now we're safe for the rest of the run. This delivers both of them. There we go. There we go. 4 letters down, 2 to go, then 3 numbered levels again, then whatever is at the core of Nova, which I imagine is like the, let's call it the quote story finale of this game. But we've already had our witness moment of teasing the idea that something else is going on here, so we'll have to see about that. I'm wondering if beating the, we'll have to see, maybe beating the game will give us more context for whatever's going on here. Or maybe I'll have to find out some other piece of evidence that points at what those are, because I think that's what we have to do afterwards, is whatever that is.